What words of advice would you give to someone who's earlier in their career in the context of wellness? Maybe something that you wish you would have known or something that's helped you along the way?
So, firstly, I would say focus on yourself, at least a little bit. Um, if you're the type of person that feels guilty about, hey, I can't work out because I'm already away from my family for, 40 hours a week. I don't want to be away from him anymore. Prioritize that. I know it's hard to do, especially you have a significant other that's like, you left me all week and now you're leaving me again. Um, it's okay. They will become accustomed to it and you'll be better for it. And if you're better for it, they'll be better for it. So don't get discouraged for, feeling like you have to step away from your family and spend more time away because you're taking care of yourself. Because if you are better, they'll ultimately be better. Um, Pay attention a little bit more about what you eat. I get it. We're in a day and age of nice, easy, quick meals and things like this. Pay a little bit closer attention. I'm not saying you can't have McDonald's once in a while. I'm not saying you can't have a 7-Eleven hot dog once in a while, but balance it out a little bit. Just pay a little bit closer attention to the things you put in your body, because I can tell you from somebody that deals with a lot of digestive issues, your body will tell you later on that this stuff is not very good for you, and you'll pay for it a little bit. So pay attention a little bit to that. Mental health. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to find somebody that you can confide into. Don't be afraid to not be okay on occasion. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to feel just down in the dumps. It happens. It's going to happen. I promise you, it will more than likely happen, but you will bounce back. And the biggest thing about feeling really bad about something, be that if you're depressed, angry, or whatever, it's all about how you respond to it. So I can promise you it's going to happen. Let it happen and work on what you can to help you get through it as quick as you can and as best as you can. Physical fitness, just get out and do something. I would say I've got like a strength training, bodybuilding, powerlifting kind of thing like that. I know tons of CrossFit people. Um, I'm not a CrossFit person, and I recognize I'm not a CrossFit person, and I'm okay with that. I'm able to do what I want to do. You may not want to be a bodybuilder. You may not want to do powerlifting. You may not want to do CrossFitting. May not want to be a marathon runner and run for miles and miles. Just find something that you like. Find something that drives with you, something that makes you feel good. If that's walking, if that's yoga, if that's, jogging here and there, if that's, Peloton, bike riding, find something just physically related that you can help work on things, because your heart has to keep your body running for your entire existence and you kind of need it. So you should probably do something to try to help encourage and take care of that, because if your heart's not in a good state and a good health, your body's definitely not going to last as long as you want it to. So prioritize that and just take care of it. Find the time. It doesn't take hours upon hours. You don't have to work out, 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, or anything like that. You can find the opportunity for it. When you find those opportunities where you're spending a lot of time, scrolling through TikTok, or instead of watching 8 episodes of some show on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something like that, not saying you can't play video games and watch TV and things like that, but recognize how much time you're spending and then go, okay, stop after a couple episodes and then exercise and do something. I promise you, if you look closely at your day, you will find a time to do it. And once you get in the habit of physically getting up and doing things, it doesn't seem as insurmountable when you're getting ready to do something. Because if you're tired and you're hurting and you're not feeling good, getting up and moving feels really uncomfortable and you'd rather just lay down. But as you start to make it a habit and start physically actively doing things, the days that you're like, I really don't want to, but once you start getting that ball rolling, that ball rolls pretty quickly and you'll recognize that you're able to get into a lot better. Um, and another wellness thing is financial wellness. Take care of your money. I get it. You want to spend everything you want. You want to buy all this cool stuff and buy all these new things. You don't have to. It's going to be fleeting. You're going to get the cool things. You're not going to spend as much time for it. So take care of yourself there. Um, and for the workaholics, for the people that are like, I want to work all the overtime to make all the money and these kind of things, um, you never get your time back. There'll always be more opportunity to make money. There'll always be overtime. That stuff will always be there as long as you have a job and you're doing things. The time you never get back. So you may work, an extra 24-hour shifts or whatever that have you, what kind of position you're in. you'll never get that time back. So don't get in a big hurry to make a bunch of money, because you're going to get that money and then you're not going to have any time to do anything with it, and you're going to lose that time. I come up with a position of, I spent a lot of time at night on nights that I said I did. So I lost a big chunk of time with my kids because, I spent a lot of time on nights and I didn't do what I could have done better. And I worked a lot of overtime. I lost a lot of time with my kids. I did.
Mm.
So, recognize the balance of needing money, wanting money, and the time that you have. Because again, you're never going to get the time back. The time that you get with your kids and your significant other, and your friends and stuff, you're never getting that back. If you don't do the thing that you are today because you have something else to do, you don't get this time tomorrow. You can't push back. We can't rewind things like that. So recognize these kind of things. You're missing opportunities for them. So, if you have an opportunity to spend time with people and do things, by all means do that. So, but yeah, I guess, for me, wellness, it's just be selfish a little bit, take care of yourself. Nobody likes the idea of being selfish because we're discouraged from being selfish. We're expected to be selfless and give every single thing for everything we do to everybody that we're around. But you know what? Sometimes you have to be selfish a little bit to be able to give your best, to be your best, to do your best. Because if you're not happy, you're not healthy, nobody's going to want to be around you anyway. So you should do something to help kind of encourage and take care of yourself, because I think long term you'll be better off for it, and the people around you will be better off for it, because you'll inspire people to do things. They'll love to be around you because of these things, and you'll feel good about yourself because, one, you're physically active, you're doing things, you'll be happier about yourself, and then when you're leading people and they're looking up to you, be that friends, family, whoever, you'll feel better about it. And I think it's very encouraging to see other people emulating what you're doing, especially if you're emulating and you're doing a good thing.